Hey, how's it going? What's up? How's it going? Hey, guys, what questions do you have? If you have any, please post them. I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, let me provide some value. Ugh, ugh, the fuck? Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Where's the question? Let me check. How do I start a relationship with a spirit? How do I start a relationship with a spirit? Man, that's probably going to start with giving an offering. Okay, that's how I would do it. It shows that you're serious about your work. It shows that you're serious about your um, intention. Okay, so you give an offering to the spirit first. That's how I would do it, and then you commune with that spirit. What does that mean? You find um, an internal connection with that entity. What does that mean? See, the connection with the spirit must be found in yourself. So throughout the day, just pretend that you're talking to an entity that is listening. Just pretend. Who cares if it's actually true or not? Okay, just pretend that you're talking to that entity, and before you know it, you will actually receive communication from it. Okay. Now, of course, there's more to it, but that's how you start. That's how you begin the interaction with that entity. Okay. What else do we got? Uh, how do you know that they accept? How do you know that they accept? Um, accept your offerings is what you say, or accept the communication. Well, wait for a response. Wait for the response. Meaning, you will ask the spirit for something, right? Sooner or later. Not in the beginning, but sooner or later, you're going to ask for favors or something to do for you, and that's when you will see if the spirit actually complies. You see. How exactly do offerings work, like function? Well, it's all about energy. You transfer the energy of the offering over to the spirit. How does it work? Well, your mind can direct energy towards things. Okay, so when you do an offering with the intention to give that offering to the spirit, you're feeding the energy of the offering to the spirit. Okay, so that's how it works. So when spirits talk to you, do they choose to use a voice you never hear of before, or they use a voice you have heard before? Um, well, okay. You need to know how the magical imagination actually works. Okay, the magical imagination is um, let me explain it like this. Let's say you create a visualization in your mind. Oftentimes you will use parts of things that you've actually seen and perceived with your physical senses, and then create a new combination out of that. What does that mean? Let's say you imagine a green you would imagine a green elephant in your magical imagination. Okay, a green elephant. You have seen an elephant before in the physical world, and you know what the color green looks like. Okay, so first you would pull up the image of an elephant, then you would color it in a green color, right? And then you would go deeper into that and look at the texture of the skin of that elephant, right? And maybe you will find a reference with leather that you touched before, okay? And then you take that sensation and put it onto that green elephant, okay? So what I'm saying is what happens as you create an imagination in your creative imagination, okay, in your inner world, you often draw upon sensory data and sensory perceptions that you had before. All right. So the spirit is going to communicate to that inner world as well. Okay. So sometimes um, you're going to hear them speaking in a similar voice that you've heard before. You see what I mean? How do you verify? Well, first of all, there's a certain state of consciousness that you're in when you're actually receiving authentic spiritual communication. Okay. Now that you will realize through practice. Okay. And number two, always see if you can verify the answer. That's really what it is about. Never accept anything blindly. See if you can verify the information that you're receiving. Okay. That's important. Yeah. Fuck. I did a lot of cardio today. A lot of cardio. And whenever I do cardio, my body's just fucked afterwards. It's crazy. Nothing drains me like running. Nothing drains me like that. It's crazy. How do I talk to my own spirit? Well, what is your own spirit? Is that your guardian angel or whatever? The method is not different from any other spirit. You need to know how to talk to spirits. You need to know how to open your senses, how to listen to spirits, and that's essentially. I mean, listening to spirits essentially means that you are able to let energy flow through you without much resistance. Okay. The number one problem that people have with spirit communication, as well as magic in general, is they have too many energy blocks. Okay. Now, when you fix that, you're going to be able to do magic very well. Okay. So fix your energy blocks, or rather, get rid of them. Get rid of the energy blocks. For that, you can do energy work, yoga, and whatnot. I highly recommend his classes. He's one of the best out there. Thank you so much. Thank you. I keep saying that, but it's better if other people say it, right? It's always better. Yeah. I mean, I post testimonials, but the testimonials that I post are a fraction of the testimonials that I actually get. Because a lot of people are very uncomfortable learning about magic, a lot of people. I mean, I have so many students that are like successful in different fields. I have people that are successful in high level business people, that are known. That I have athletes, fitness models, um, You know, the people that are actually killing it in life in so many different ways, and those people feel attracted to what I teach and what I provide. But a lot of those, they don't want people to know that they're into this stuff, that they're practicing magic, you know, because it's still kind of like taboo. But it's fine. I don't care. What I'm saying is, it's always better if other people say it. You know, I'd rather have other people say that my stuff is great and is better than what others provide. Then, you know, it's better than me saying it, because obviously I am not objective here. You break it down so anyone can learn. Yes, that's true. That is true. You break it down so anyone can learn. Oh, there you go. Even more testimonials here by Jason. Thank you. Dealing with a top dog, been a student for years and can now do successful rituals and all. Yeah, thank you. Is the spirit the same as the soul? No. It's all just consciousness. Get rid of those terms, you know, soul, spirit, and all that. It's just confusing. You know, just focus on consciousness. You know. All right. What's this? Your magic mentor. I really love the way you teach it. It was very direct, which I like. I wish people would get to the point like you. Yeah, thanks. Okay, winners or aspiring winners come here. People who want to be something great will have the eyes to see. Frank can help them get there. Thank you very much. Thank you. What is needed to make a spirit do what? What is needed to made spirit to task itself? Is just all about level of trance state and awareness and ritual, man. I've explained this so much. Go through other videos that I posted. I'm really right now. I'm just not in the mood to answer that question because first of all, I'm just not in the mood to answer that, man. There are so many videos that I did, and to be honest, you know, just I mean, just go through other videos. You know, I mean, shorter ones, maybe not the lives. You know, I've gone into this so much. What does dragon's blood do in rituals, and how do you use it? Dragon's blood is just an incense that uh, cleanses the energy or the environment. It's used for exorcisms, and when I say exorcism, it's not the Catholic exorcism that you might think of right now. It's more like you exorcise a room, you get rid of negative energy in there. That's it. Okay. What are your thoughts on regarding TM, transcendental meditation? I think it's great. Transcendental meditation is great. I do that myself. Um, but it's essentially just a Vedic meditation. What is Vedic meditation? You just get a mantra and repeat the mantra that takes you into an altered state of consciousness. That's it. TM is a westernized form of it, and with that comes a lot of branding, a trademark, and a high price. That's what the Western culture does to anything. It categorizes it, it puts it into it puts a trademark on it, and then it turns it into a what's the word? Into a commercial thing. You know, it commercializes it essentially. That's what Western culture does, you know. And TM is, I don't think it's overpriced because it gives you a lot of value, definitely. However, I believe that you don't need to necessarily get TM because it's just a form of Vedic meditation. And Vedic meditation, I've taught, I don't know how many types of Vedic meditation on my meditation program already, the Unbounded Mind. So everybody that's, by the way, I'm sure there are a lot of people here that are on the Unbounded Mind. You know exactly how TM works already. Okay, just use the Vedic meditations that we did. You know, I'm not trashing at TM is great, transcendental meditation, but it's just Vedic meditation. You don't really need to get the TM brand. Okay, but if you want to, I mean, it's not going to harm you. It's definitely going to help. Okay. Hi Frank, Magic Mentor is really good. Thanks. How necessary are pendulums in talking to spirits? Not necessary at all, but in the beginning, it can help you to communicate with the spirit. I really want to work on seeing and hearing the spirits. Right now, I usually just feel them or I smell different odors. I'm a few weeks into the Magic Mentor and I'm loving it. Okay, just wait. It takes time, man. It takes time. But what I said in the beginning about creative visualization and creative imagination is going to help you. Okay, so just go through the first couple of minutes of this live stream and you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot. Are all spirits just thought forms, in your opinion? Yeah, that's a good question. Um, hmm, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of them are. Even a lot of the spirits that we work with, that that are in grimoires as well as gods. Yeah, I mean, uh, yeah, gods of religions and whatnot. You know, so yeah, I mean, a lot of them are. I don't know if all of them are. I'm sure there are a lot of entities that existed before mankind came about. So where are they coming from? You know, I mean, for practical purposes, it's not relevant. You know, just treat them as if they're real, and you're going to get the results. That's really the best advice I can give you here. Ideologies are like spirits. Yes, they can definitely affect groups. Absolutely. Frank is a god. Yeah, I am a god that gets so tired after running for a couple miles, right? That's well, you know what I mean. My physical body is definitely not a god. Okay, my physical body is actually pretty fucking drained right now, uh, because I did a little bit of exercise. But I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it on the other side. So, is there a difference between a spirit talking to you when you're dreaming and a spirit talking to you while you are awake? Mm, Is there okay, well, okay. I think there's something you don't get. It's about your openness. It's not about what the spirit does and what it doesn't. It's more about, are you open to receive that? And when it comes to you receiving it, the most important thing is your state of consciousness, your state of mind, your brain waves, you could say. Okay, so you can be. I mean, being awake is probably not even the right word if you're listening to a spirit or if you're hearing a spirit. It's more about you're open. You're not focused on your physical environment. You're more focused on your inner environment. Okay, and that's when you're able to communicate with the spirits. Do you know how to program your current consciousness to always be lucky? I can show you and I can teach you how to become luckier for sure, but it's impossible for you to always be lucky. See, man, I came across a video yesterday where somebody was talking about something like that. Um, he was talking about rewiring the brain and subliminals and how this world is just here. I mean, we're just here to be blissful and and have all the things that we want. And I call bullshit on that. Okay, why? Because Earth is it's a training place, if that makes sense. Okay, we're here to become stronger. We're here to become better, and that can't happen without challenges. That can't happen without things going wrong for you from time to time. Okay, I mean, just the fact that physical death exists confronts us with limitation. I mean, when we're in Earth realm, Malkuth, we're always dealing with Saturn. Understand that we're always dealing with restriction and limitation. Okay, that's a big deal. So I would recommend that everybody make Saturn their friend. Deal with limitations. Okay. Also, the occult and magic and witchcraft is a way to become an adult. We're here to become adults, spiritual adults. Okay, and that means no, it's not always what you want. Okay. Now you learn magic to become better at manifesting the things that you want. Absolutely, yes, 100%. But understand that this game is set up to make you grow. Do you understand that? This whole game that we're dealing with here, this game that we're playing, life, with all these different conditions that we have, let's say different, natural laws and whatnot, it's set up for you to grow. Okay. And the resistance that you will encounter is actually directly correlated to your power. Okay. So, what am I saying here? This will never be a fucking paradise. Why? Because it's not built as a paradise. If everything was blissful and beautiful and powerful and would just work in your favor, you could never grow one bit. You understand? So you can become luckier. Yes, you can learn to manifest more and more things. You can, yeah, but you will always face challenges and understand that. I want you to really take this away, guys. Just because I can do rituals and evoke a spirit and manifest things here and there, it doesn't mean I don't have problems. Okay. In fact, my life, I solve problems 24/7. That's what I do all the time. Okay. So what I'm telling you is your life will never be perfect because it's not meant to be perfect. And I tell you what, if you had to spend 1 week in a world where everything is just perfect, you would be so fucking bored. You would be like, please, please, I mean, somebody shoot me or something like that. Okay, we're here to solve problems. The mind is built as a problem-solving mechanism. Okay, look at people that supposedly should have a perfect life. You will see that they will create their own problems. Okay, you will find a high level of neurosis and other things in those people because the mind needs problems. Okay, you're not supposed to live in a perfect world. Now, you're here to become stronger, but understand that every little ounce of power must be earned. Okay. Okay. Every little ounce of power must be earned. And as you do that, You will just progress to the next level, and the next level problem is going to show up. Listen, if you, whatever problem I have, I can call up a spirit to help me with it. And I send the spirit out, and the problem gets resolved. But here's what happens. In order to command the spirit and be able to send it out, you have to earn that from the universe. Does that make sense? I have earned my position in the ritual, and I have earned my power to call the spirit and to command it. Okay, nobody gave me that power. I have earned it through inner mastery, mastery of my inner world through uh, years of practice. But guess what? I'm faced with bigger problems. I'm just faced with bigger problems. I'm facing what they call aeonic problems, okay? Aeonic things. Like how do you want to how do I how do I want to shape not just my own life but lives of other people or lives of or rather where do I think I want to push mass consciousness? You see what I mean? So um, there are other problems, and they're just as hard to deal with as your problem with a coworker that is getting on your nerves or something like that. You see what I mean? So understand that first of all, you earn the power, and number two, your problems will never stop ever. It's just not what it's just not supposed to happen. Okay, you'll always have problems. The key is, and the solution is to just accept that. Just accept that life is a bitch. Just accept that. Just accept that pain, suffering will always be part of your life. Okay. Of course, there will be happiness and bliss. I know that that a lot of people live in a fantasy world of social media and you know other bullshit. Oh, look at them. They have such a perfect life. They have this perfect life, blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. All your fitness models and whatnot, they're all on fucking steroids. Okay. That's why they look like that. Okay. No, their life is not perfect. It's a fucking picture. Okay. Where they all smile as if everything's just perfect in their life. It's not like that. Okay. It's all a big fucking lie. You're being sold a lie wherever you go. Okay. Can't be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to make you stronger. Okay. So just accept that life is hard. Just accept that life is a challenge. Just accept that life is essentially painful. To a large extent, it's painful. And once you accept, hey, try that out. That's super liberating, man. That's totally liberating. You know, what you should look into is stoicism. Stoicism is it might save your life. Trust me. Okay, look into it. Can a human become a demon king? I'm not even going to answer this. Oh man, do sigils actually work? That the question that you're asking me. Yes, I mean, do they work? Yeah. Do arm bars work? Does a um, does a backhand fist work? Yes. Can you make it work? That's the question. Can you make it work? Can you make it work? My body's really fucked up right now. It's crazy. That's okay. It's okay. I'll be fine. What are your thoughts regarding archons? Do you believe they exist? Yeah, I do believe they exist. Uh, Look, I believe that like soak in Epsom salts. Okay, listen, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that um, we're all on an individual journey. Okay, as people, we have to develop our own consciousness individually. Okay, so anything that I would say about the archons right now, it's not helpful to anyone. Okay, it's really um, what's the word? It's another distraction. The only thing that's that you're supposed to do is work on yourself. Okay, anything else that I'm going to tell you is just this is it's going to distract you. Okay, that's why I don't talk about secret societies. That's why I don't talk about uh, many of the things that other people talk about, because it's just a distraction, because the job that you have to do is work on yourself and become better at your craft. And that's going to do everything consistently, and you'll get better at cardio. I'm actually pretty consistent. Okay, I have incredible cardio, just so you know. But anyone gets tired, you see. Too much exercise makes you tired. L-glutamine helps out with soreness and muscle recovery. Yeah, thanks. I got it. Should you go to the white light when you die? Not even going to answer that. Okay. What is your thoughts on open portals for the spirits to come as they please to make themselves known when they are here? Open portals for the spirits to come as they please to make themselves known when they are. Depends on the place. Depends on the location. Is it in your temple? That's going to happen automatically if you don't banish too much. The fabric of that area is going to change. Okay, the energetic structure is going to change to let them through easier. By the way, somebody here had his comment blocked. Any sexual reference is blocked automatically by YouTube. Okay, he was talking about masturbation here. So yeah. So how do you talk to spirits? You open yourself up. You see, and look, I know that you're probably not on any of my programs. You probably haven't watched any of my videos. So everything that I'm going to tell you now is not going to answer the question for you, because you still think it works different than it actually works. You don't know how to open yourself up energetically. You don't know how to use your imagination in the right way. So it's futile. Even if I told you right now, you wouldn't get it. So my recommendation would be study all of my videos, go onto my YouTube channel, watch everything, and that answer is going to be answered for you. I mean, that question is going to be answered for you. Okay, that's the best thing. You know, if you don't have the basics, and I get that, I'm not trashing you or anything. I'm just saying, I'm just stating the facts here. If you don't have the basics, you can't even formulate a proper question. You see what I mean? And once again, I'm not dissing you or anything. I'm just saying that uh, go through other videos here. The chat title is the question unanswered. Whatever. Okay. Well, what are benefits in alchemy from practice of necromancy? What benefit? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess you're asking me for the benefits and the internal transformation that you go through from practicing necromancy. Well, necromancy is working with the dead. Depends on what tradition you do it in. If you do it in something like uh, uh, in a different, you can practice necromancy in different contexts. If you do it outside of a spiritual tradition, I believe it's not helpful at all. Okay, because the religion and the spiritual context is going to give you a uh, a spiritual framework, a structure. Okay, something like Palo, for instance, gives you a structured way on how to work with the with the Egun. Okay, essentially. Anything else like regarding necromancy, I would just stay away from it. It's not gonna benefit you. You know. So unless you do it in a traditional framework where that's part of the tradition, it's not gonna work for you. It's probably just gonna confuse you and cause more problems than anything. The Lesser Key of Solomon has taught me several ways to summon lesser spirits, also the Necronomicon. Good for you. Good for you. How to remove spirit attachments. The spirit won't stop bothering me. Cleanse yourself. Cleanse yourself. There's something within you resonating with the spirit, with the entity, you see. So you gotta change you gotta get control over your mind and energy. See, and that's also the reason why most people shouldn't get into magic, by the way. Okay. That's the reason why most people, this is not for most people. Okay. If you have paranoia issues, if you, yeah, if you tend to be paranoid, if you have emotional issues, if you abuse any kind of substance, magic and witchcraft is not for you. It's not for you because you're not going to be able to deal with the energies, not going to be able to control your mind. So those things should be out of the way first. Okay, so my recommendation is to cleanse your energy, and find someone that can help you uh, deal with that. Okay, maybe get a Reiki attunement, things like that. Things like that. Control your own mind. Get control of your own mind. That's it. Any tips on scrying? I've seen spirits a lot in the past through mirrors unintentionally or through meditating accidentally. How would you go about intentionally? You go into an altered state, such as, you could meditate, you could use your breath to alter your state of consciousness, you could relax yourself, to the point where you are not that aware of your body anymore, and then you just put your attention and your awareness of the entity that you want to see. That's it. That's it. They say magic works better when you're celibate. Thoughts? You have more energy if you're celibate, yes. So manifestation works better if you're celibate, I'm sure. But I am not. So naughty gizmo, okay, good body, 12-fold, it's all spiritual. Yeah, it is. Definitely. It's all spiritual. It's all just consciousness, it's all just energy. Everything. Everything, anything. What are your thoughts regarding ancestor money or offerings to our ancestors? Ancestor money, offerings to the ancestors. Yeah. Look, what you energize, what you give energy to, you increase in your life, or rather, you help. I mean, look, the offering that you're giving. Let's say you give an offering to your ancestors. Uh, you're feeding their presence in your life. If that makes sense. Okay, so you could use money. You could use other things too. You know, other forms of feeding them energy. So what if you stop dreaming? I don't dream anymore. I've tried mugwort and teas. No, nothing. Telling myself I remember. Okay. The important thing is to keep paying attention. Okay. Write down whatever you remember, even if it's just one sentence. Okay. Right after you get up, keep a dream journal next to your bed. Right after you get up, write down what you remember, and then continue. Whatever you remember, write down. Okay? Even if it's just one sentence, one word, and that's going to increase the memory. Okay, or when you're able to recall. Can we call on the spirits of our ancestors to protect us? Yes, you can do that. Yes. I've tried that. I don't see anything. I lost all spiritual contact. Okay. Maybe there are so many variables, It could be something about your diet, something about your lifestyle, some astrological problem. I don't know, man. That's true. Learned that point in your class. Thank you. Yeah, welcome. I studied the Luciferian path. Okay, nice. If we work with demonic spirits, is really needed to use Satanism, demonology, etc. Listen, do I look like a Satanist? Well, maybe I do look like a Satanist, but I'm not a Satanist. I'm not a Satanist. I rarely work with that entity. Okay? And I'm definitely not worshiping Satan. You kidding me? No, I'm not a Satanist. I wouldn't even call myself a demonologist, man. I'm just somebody that works with spirits. You know, I'm, No, you don't have to be any of that. You don't have to be a Satanist. You don't have to be a demonologist. Listen, you don't even have to. Well, you said you want to work with demons, right? No, you can use them as you want. You don't have to be anything. In fact, I recommend you don't be anything. Be nothing. Like, why do people always want labels? I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, and that. Fuck that. You know. How can we keep working on our path when we die? As in, what if you die on accident mid path work? You can. Yeah, that's why you should work on your afterlife as soon as you start. You should have that in mind very, very early on. Okay, you should start working on that very early on, and it begins by developing an awareness of yourself beyond your body, and then using that awareness and that consciousness that it exists outside of your body and outside of your mind to shape your mind, to change your mind, to create things with your mind, and then you can go into developing your afterlife or developing what you're going to become in your afterlife. So I'm looking forward to signing up for your meditation class. When can I sign up for your meditation class? It's my new signups are closed right now. I'm not allowing people into my meditation class right now, just because it's a look. Group meditations are very powerful, and any new energy that comes in has to be like it's going to have an effect on the group, and I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to fuck it up. You see, so I like the group as it is right now. Maybe in the future I'm going to let new people in, but I keep it as it is right now. You have a lot of good views. Do your psychic senses do miracles in physical fights? I'm not going to go into that. Where do I start working with my afterlife? On my afterlife, start working with necromancy? Definitely not. Definitely not necromancy. Abstinence from self pleasure thoughts. That's your choice. I guess it's good to have a phase where you don't have sexual activity, just to see what that does to your consciousness and your mind and energy. But I wouldn't want to live a life where I never have sex. You know? Your teachings have made things easy for us. Thank you, Frank, the favorite magician. Thank you. Also, can a demon kill another demon? What happens to the spirit of the dead demon? Dude, are you an adult? Can I ask you that? Are you above 18? Mr. F. West? Are you an adult? By the way, anyone who's not 18 is not supposed to be on this live stream, just so you know. Okay. Yes, you are. Okay, good. All right. Okay, guys, I'll wrap it up now. I hope you got something out of this, even though it was a little bit short, right? Oh, it's almost an hour, right? 50 minutes. Okay, guys. Be well. Peace.